Let's dive right into this explainer, celebrating the life of a true cinematic and cultural icon who just passed away at the age of 78. Today, we're looking at the remarkable life, the totally unforgettable legacy, and honestly, the really surprising dual career of Sam Neill. Now, whether you know him from his massive blockbuster Hollywood roles or his seriously prestigious work out in the vineyards of New Zealand, his story, it's just one of profound passion and undeniable wit.
I want to live long enough to pour my first Chardonnay. That's a bittersweet quote from 2023, and it just perfectly captures his enduring passion for life and for winemaking. You see, while he was globally recognized for his acting, Sam Neill was a guy who constantly looked forward to the simple, yet deeply rewarding fruits of his labor on the farm. Even when uprooting underperforming vines to plant a brand new Chardonnay crop, he possessed this just unwavering optimism. He was always looking toward that next vintage.
Moving into Section 1, A Sudden Farewell, the final chapter of a remarkable life.
Now, looking at his final years, there's a really important, deeply important distinction to make about his passing. After a frightening battle with stage 3 lymphoma that started back in 2022, Sam underwent this innovative clinical therapy, and, well, it worked wonders. Literally just weeks ago, on June 4, 2026, he made a vibrant, super happy appearance at the Sydney Film Festival, promoting his film, The Fox. So while his sudden passing on July 13th was a total shock to his family, they actually take immense comfort knowing that his therapy worked and he passed away entirely cancer-free. He went out with the exact same dignity that defined his whole life.
Section 2. Iconic Roles and Reflections. The Man on the Silver Screen. You know, his versatility as an actor was just unmatched. From absolutely terrifying audiences as the deeply sad yet malicious Major Campbell in Peaky Blinders, to charming all of us as the pragmatic Dr. Grant in Jurassic Park, or, of course, breaking our hearts as Uncle Heck in Hunt for the Wilder People. He actually loved playing the baddie just as much as the good guy. He once noted that since he considered himself a goodie in real life, stepping into the shoes of these dark, influential men was just incredibly fun for him to explore.
Sometimes he'd lunge too far, hit the truck, half a dozen teeth would fall out, and we'd have to stand down for the dinosaur dentist to repair his fangs. I love this quote because even amidst all that groundbreaking CGI and giant Stan Winston puppets, Sam always found the absolute absurdity and humor in Hollywood filmmaking. He vividly recalled being way more worried about the giant T-Rex animatronic than the actual children in the Jurassic Park truck during filming. He was definitely a man who never took the glittering illusion of cinema too seriously.
Actually, his pragmatism started really early on. He famously ditched his birth name, which was Nigel, by the way, and changed it to Sam when he was just 11 years old. Why? Well, because he considered Nigel to be the wettest name ever. He joked that Nigels are mostly fools, and he firmly believed that if he had stayed Nigel Neill, his film career would have been completely doomed before it even started. So it was just a practical decision to get out of the Nigel game and move forward.
On to Section 3, Humor on the Farm. A very different kind of red carpet.
Out on his farm, he used to cheekily name his animals after his famous colleagues. I mean, he had a cow named Helena Bonham Carter who gave him 16 calves. He had a noisy rooster named Michael Fassbender who apparently developed a bit of a limp. And he readily admitted that naming a rather unflattering Kune pig after Amy Adams when she came to visit was, well, perhaps more funny than it was complimentary. It was just his way to simultaneously flatter and annoy his industry friends.
As he put it, I understand dogs better than I do people. His true animal companion was his rescue staffy named Fire, and keeping her original name definitely led to some hilarious moments of him literally screaming fire in public parks. Fire was so incredibly attached to him that whenever she saw him packing a suitcase for a film shoot, she would just plunge into total despair. And then, when he returned, she'd dramatically shunned him and walk right past him, basically as punishment for leaving.
Section 4. A Serious Winemaker. 30 Years of Central Otago Pinot Noir.
Now, the duality of his life was pretty striking when you look at the actor versus the winemaker. He explicitly stated that his life on the farm, with the organic farming and muddy boots, was the essential palliative counterbalance to his acting career, the global fame and Hollywood pressure. And he absolutely despised the term celebrity wine brand. Two Paddocks was a serious, lifelong commitment for him. While the world saw the intense red carpet actor, his true sanctuary was in the South Island of New Zealand, just getting his boots muddy and working the land.
Over 30 years, he carefully built 4 totally distinct Central Otago vineyards. What started as just a modest 2-hectare personal venture with a friend blossomed into a massive, award-winning organic operation. He even named one of the vineyards the Fusilier in honor of his father's military service. And I really want to emphasize, this wasn't just some hobby. 2 paddocks actually earned prestigious 95-point ratings from critics. It proved that Sam Neill the winemaker was absolutely every bit as talented as Sam Neill the actor.
Which brings us to Section 5, a lasting legacy, remembering a true gentleman.
Tributes from peers like Toni Collette, who said, "Our great friend, you are already missed so very much. Continue in peace wherever you are." Well, they echo exactly what directors and winemakers alike felt about him. He was a hero, a legend, and just a sweetheart. He was known across 2 incredibly different industries simply as a great bloke. He really navigated global fame with this wry smile, finding peace among the vines, and leaving behind a body of work, both on screen and of course in the bottle, that we'll be enjoying for generations.
It's a beautiful way to live, isn't it? Having a passion that completely offsets the heavy pressures of your daily work. Sam Neill found his perfect counterbalance, his ultimate peace, in the dirt of Central Otago. So I want to leave you with this question to reflect on. What is the passion that grounds your life? What brings that same grounding balance to your own world? Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer on a truly remarkable life.